Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Wednesday, June 29th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general for the day for all 12 signs, so of course just take what resonates. But thank you for your likes, comments, and of course subscriptions to this lovely channel if you haven't done so already. We're going to begin by pulling from the small When My Soul Whispered Oracle deck, and then we'll further speak upon the day with the Mystic Mondays Tarot. Let's do some shuffling. Peaceful but busy is what I'm hearing. Peaceful but busy. Now I'm hearing busy bee. Busy bee, and it kind of sounded like I was saying bee when it came to the last thing I just said. But anyways, so you're going to be a busy bee throughout this Wednesday. It's going to feel like other people are too. What do we have for Wednesday to begin? Clarity. All right, I'm going to pull one more. And I think we're going to do a layered spread, okay, or two more. And underlining focus on balance, okay? Are you feeling balanced throughout this day? I feel like more so in comparison to the last couple or few days, but I do feel as if there's a push to balance things out more so for oneself. I'm now hearing sweet results, which definitely does pair with the bee imagery usually, but unconditional and understanding, okay? And I do like that as I shake the camera. The cards pair together with the message of unconditional understanding. I do feel like you're pushed to better understand what lies ahead, even to better understand something that took place in the recent past that was a bit confusing in one way, shape, or form. I do feel like there's an elegance about each of us throughout this day that feels a bit confusing or just on point in one way, shape, or form, because there's a need to feel elegant in all that you have to accomplish, all that feels inevitably put on your plate, even voluntarily put on your plate. But I just feel as if you're also, okay, you could be doing some writing. I'm seeing that in the details of the swan. But I do feel like they're preparing each of us to spread our wings and fly towards what we're meant to move towards, okay? And I do feel like naturally clarity and understanding can go together, right? Gaining clarity and understanding on what you need to better know, okay, better understand. That clarity will help you move forward in a easier way, all right? But I do feel that your connection to the moon will be heightened as well, whether that's at the very beginning of this day if you wake up early, or as you wrap up this Wednesday, all right? Let's pull some tarot. Time for you to understand why you're needed. Very interesting. And you may have somewhat of an idea, but if that's the case, a better understanding. But I do feel like it's a day of abundance, all right? Peaceful abundance. If you look at that imagery, I need to recognize that it doesn't need to be chaotic, or remember, it doesn't need to be chaotic or stressful in order to acquire what's yours abundance-wise. But I do feel like as well, okay, you can be making money throughout this day, or it may be more in regards to clarity, better understanding, more money, monetary gain to get you towards a new beginning in one way, shape, or form that entails the spending of some of your money, okay, some of your savings. But let's do some shuffling. You can hear it in my voice. There's just this, okay, potentially a little bit eerie, but calm confidence about the energy in the air throughout this day, all right? But somebody in your midst might need to gain more confidence. I'm going to take this one, the Two of Pentacles. Naturally going through a balancing act, okay? The number 8 coming into play as well. If you look at the way that infinity symbol is looking straight up, but if we turn it to the side like this, it's a reminder throughout the day that the possibilities are endless for you at this time. And now I'm seeing it as a pair of binoculars. I feel as if somebody is spying on you or watching you throughout this day. You might find that somebody from a distance, you look over and somebody from a distance is watching you. But I also feel like for some drawn to this reading that it pertains to, it also is talking about somebody who is spying from a distance, regardless of how that comes to be for you individually. But I do feel like on a more positive note, you're meant to remember that the possibilities are endless for you at this time and that you deserve the best, okay? Gaining clarity, a better understanding on that. There's also a reminder, even if it's very, very minuscule at one point throughout the day, that you deserve the infinite possibilities when it comes to unconditional love, okay? Unconditional love. And that goes for all kinds of connections, all right? In regards to love, but also friends, coworkers, you name it, okay? Even acquaintances. Let's pull right from the middle. The Empress, gaining clarity on what you want to give birth to, okay? It could be something as well that came to an end, but it feels more so future oriented. And I do feel like the fruits of your labor are paying off all the meanwhile, pushing you towards, guiding you towards something that's more meant for you, some of which involving tropical weather, others just involving more of a lot more comfort, let's put it that way, okay? Vulnerability throughout this day in a selective way is being put to use, okay? Very interesting. Very interesting. Seven of Cups. And so I do feel like on one note, this is coming through as all that you have to accomplish, all that you need to get done, right? Feeling like there is, again, more than one need for your skill sets in just you in general. And that's going to obviously differ from case to case, from soul to soul. But your third eye is opening to all that you have to choose from when it comes to a future change. Your third eye is opening to better understand why you're needed in the present day situation, even with people and certain energies that you don't like. It feels like you're beneficial to them, whether that's your healing energy or your advice or just whatever you're bringing to a situation or to their life in general, even if it's not huge in their eyes or your eyes. It just feels like on more than one level, you're reminded why you're important, okay? The Five of Cups. Now there is something you're expecting the worst with, okay? Whether it's a future change, could be where you're at now with certain people. You're going to be gaining clarity on why you so almost so forcefully expect the worst with them or that situation or whatever it is for you. And I feel like your intuition's somewhat on point. For those of you dealing with a current day situation, if it's future oriented, there's a need to keep things positive and optimistic. But I do feel like change is on your mind. They're saying unconditional change. The hanged woman, or man, and I feel like it's a Wednesday where you're pushed to adjust your perspective. You could be adjusting other people's perspective as well. I do feel like in the midst of all that you're accomplishing and whatnot getting done throughout this day, there's a slight change of mind that you have, okay? And it may be in regards to another energy, a situation, the past. I just feel like you almost won't expect, even after this reading, to see one's perspective switch up even just slightly, all right? But I do feel like for a lot drawn to this reading, you're also exuding, expressing the truth. You're helping others see the light of day. Wow, it's powerful. But the Fool card coming out. Now there is a push to have a little bit of fun throughout this day in the midst of doing what you have to do. Enjoy yourself. But I feel like on your mind as you're accomplishing all you need to, as you're gaining this clarity and feeling like a very interesting, they're saying peculiar kind of day, you are thinking about a leap of faith you wish to take, all right? Wanting to celebrate it in advance, but knowing that you just have to accomplish what you need to in your own slightly secretive or fully secretive way, and then just celebrate it when the time comes, or just keep pushing forward. And it just feels like a lot of hard workers are drawn to this reading, and so therefore you're pushed to remember your goals, but to have fun all the meanwhile. You're going to miss where you're at when the time comes to switch things up, and that's only for some, but it's coming out for a reason. Now granted, Mother Nature gives you the opportunity to wrap oneself up with natural sunlight, do so. Okay, you deserve it. It's going to benefit you in more than one way. Your mood, to say the least. But we have the Magician here, and so it's a day that reminds you that you're manifesting a lot. You're manifesting a lot, my friend. And it feels like this is a day where you finish it up, you wrap it up with a bow, and you feel like you have more control of your world. Another infinity symbol here, right? You feel as if, okay, I'm hearing crystals, or even diamonds for some. Thinking about the lavish lifestyle that lies ahead for you. Potentially feeling quite drawn to money, even money and career reads these days and in general. That's because there's a brighter future ahead for you. But they're saying that a huge skill set you need to be utilizing more so is your manifestation skills, okay? Tap into that magician energy. But I just feel like there's a conquering way about you where you don't feel like you have to force it because what's meant to be for you will be, period, okay? And the previous days have reminded us of that in certain ways, but it just feels like in the midst of better understanding and unconditional clarity coming to be, you're producing, developing, creating, even planning slightly, and tapping into that intuition and knowing more about your bright future, okay? But they're saying if there's a change you desire, let's make it happen, okay? Let's make it happen. And again, coming out at the center of the reading, the Six of Pentacles, it's a day where you're just peacefully acquiring the abundance you deserve. And it just should be a shining example and reminder that there's more of that to come in a stress-free manner. But there's also a bit of a reminder as to what and who isn't right for you, okay? And it's okay to take time to protect your inner peace or to bring it on back and to push away what is meant for you, but just doesn't feel doable in that moment. I'm getting the phrase self-care, all right? It's a day where you're thinking about your justice and acquiring it all the meanwhile. They're saying it's doable. This is going to be a very productive and successful but peaceful kind of Wednesday, all right? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing Wednesday, and I will see you next time. Bye.